Good morning, beautiful souls. I am here to do your reading for the 22nd of June. Thank you very much for joining me today. It is a pleasure to read for you guys as always. And as always, works the same. So all you need to do is focus on the number of the card that I pull out. So I'm going to pull 3 cards out, 1, 2, and 3. So just let your energy take you to where you were drawn. Don't think about it too much. You may find you're more drawn to one number than another. You may find you're drawn to 2 numbers. All good. All right. So I'm going to pull 3 cards randomly out of my deck. This is number 1, number 2, and number 3 is this one. Beautiful. All right, guys, so just take a moment. Are you drawn to number 1, number 2, or to number 3? Beautiful. All right, so pop these ones up out of the way. Number 1, freedom. Release self-love and determination. Nice. All right. Spirit. And you got this. Nice. All right. Good, good, good. Feels like there's a bit more energy picking up around you guys, number 1. All right, so you've got the release self-love determination card. You've got the spirit card, which remind us that spirit is all around us, and as I've said to you guys before, I've specifically made this card to validate any signs, any feelings, any knowings, anything else like that that's going on around you at the moment from spirit. And also you've got the stand strong card, okay, so a reminder that you've got this. All right, so number 1, as I said to you guys, and I do feel there's been that little bit of a pattern going. You guys have been in that energy of working out what doesn't serve you, that's in around you in your life. You know, you've kind of taken that moment to work it out. You've taken a couple of days to sit into that energy, and I really feel like you're starting to stand forward again. I feel like you're starting to feel strong in your own sense of self and your sense of determination and everything else like that. And so today, number 1, that when you're drawn to number 1, I want to say to you to have a look for that. Have a look for that sense of determination and that sense of comfort and peace within ourselves that reminds us that we can have the ability to move forward. Okay, I feel like really today you're just, it's a good day, you're feeling good within yourself, and that sense of, as I said, that sense of determination, the sense of self-power, it's almost like you just got it all back again. You're like, yep, I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to move forward. Okay, number 1, so very much stand in your own energy today, stand in your own strengths, really kind of have a look and see where your convictions are, all of that kind of energy. Just take a moment to check in on yourself, okay? And I do feel that you'll be going, I feel good enough to draw the strength in around me to make the changes of which I've initiated within the last couple of weeks. All right? So number 1, that is what I have for you today. All right, so let's pop number 1 over to the side. Let's see. Number 2, it is time. You feel it and you know it. So that's what, this card is about. It's about, there's a feeling of something is time. Something is time and you feel it. You feel it and you know it. You might not like it, but you know it. So be positive. Your attitude is a choice because it is time to confront some fears. All right, so number 2, very much so, just a pretty straightforward message for you guys today. That feeling of the same as for you guys. Number 2, you've been working on those things that are within that need to kind of change, that no longer serve and things like that, okay? And I feel like your energy has been really kind of moving forward over the last couple of weeks as well. But today, the message that I have for you is that you're aware that there is that thing, to catch on to ourselves, confronting fears, making changes from within is difficult, and that fear may come in different context forms for all of you, but it is a fear. It's a fear of change. It's a fear of taking risks. It's a fear of feeling like we are powerful. It's and powerful, as you guys know, is never a word of ego, okay? It's about standing in our own energy. All of those things, they can be really hard to reach out and take, okay? And so number 2, what I want to say to you today is this one, your attitude is a choice. You understand, and this card is completely out. You feel it and you know that it's time to make these changes that we've been going over the last couple of weeks, okay? And so your attitude is a choice. And what this card talks about is just being positive, even when everything's heavy around us, we still have a choice of the way that we look at things, the way that we look at outcomes, the way that we look at what's around us, things that we're grateful for, all of those sort of little bits and pieces that are there that give us so much more energy and so much more strength to be able to move forward and confront these fears. And that's why, you know, freedom, courage, and release is written all over these words, because that's exactly what confronting our fears does. It breaks our chains. Okay, and so number 2, there's a little bit of work for you coming up this week, I would dare say. And so remember just to be positive. Your attitude is a choice. Okay, you are working through this. This isn't a halt. This is a movement forward. So make sure you embrace it as such. All right, number 2, that is what I have for you. And let's see finally what number 3. Your goals are not impossible. All right. Take a chance. Nothing changes if nothing changes. And the Unity card. All right. So number 3, over the last couple of weeks, you guys have had a really nice energy moving forward. As I said, it's almost represented itself out into stages of stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Pardon me, in a progressive context. And so today you've got that Catch the Rainbow card, which talks about the fact that your goals are not impossible. It is a reminder of you, to you, that your goals are not impossible. Okay, taking a chance. Nothing changes if nothing changes. I'm going to pinch a drink of water, guys. Sorry. Lovely, there's tickle in my throat. All right. So nothing changes if nothing changes, okay? And so that's what this card is about. Your goals are not impossible, but there needs to be some changes. There needs to be a little bit of risk-taking in order to bring them all into fruition, okay? So they're asking you to just to remember that you can't reach your goals by doing what you're doing today. Okay, the goals is a new level, so you have to strive to a new level to actually reach it. You've got the Unity card here, which talks about love, relationships, and trust, okay? Now, interestingly enough, this energy, again, and I'm sure it was to a different number, but there's I want to separate this again, okay? This love card's really standing in its own energy lately, and I want to say for you guys in number 3, there's a really nice positive feeling around love with you guys this week. I'm feeling like there's connections. And it's funny, I keep wanting to say this week because it's blossoming out beyond today. It's almost like today's Monday, you know, in a lot of parts of the world, Sunday for some of you, and so it's you know, that new week energy. I think that's definitely sitting there around it, because I want to say for you as well that for some of you that have been waiting for love to come in, this is an indicator here that that's wanting to as well. So take a chance, okay? Nothing changes if nothing changes. All right. So for some of you, number 3 is going to be about working towards your goals. Absolutely. Some of those goals, though, for some of you are going to be about love. Okay, and nothing changes if nothing changes. Just keep that little piece of advice up your hat. Okay. Beautiful. All right, guys. So let's have a quick reflect. So number 3, your goals are not impossible. Number 2, timing. And number 1 is freedom. Beautiful. So there you go, guys. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope to see you again tomorrow. The weekly reads will be out over the course of today. And other than that, live feed on Friday. So I look forward to seeing you all then. Have a good afternoon, have a good morning, have a good evening, wherever you are, whatever time it may be. Take care, be safe, be well. And I look forward for you to join me again.